Yeah, there we go.
The freestyle by Cory Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Oh. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. So get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he answers.
We haven't played. Cory has changed his diet.
He's saying Cory is training.
And he's
for
training,
him.
and he need to because he's a gifted athlete at 242.
I'm more than that.
He's 290, and it's in the middle.
No,
Damn, he gonna throw his
middle.
weight out. Are you
in the
really
middle.
290?
I'm about 280, 270 something.
280 and change.
But if I get naked, I don't wiggle. It's still hard.
What the fuck?
I'm just letting you know.
If I get naked, I don't wiggle.
It's still hard.
But y'all know, look,
It feel good
Some
when
of
you do
y'all-
this and your shit stop.
some of y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all who Cory Holcomb was when I met him.
Bobby,
When I met Cory 12 years ago, this brother could stand right up on a basketball goal and just lift up off the ground and take his goddamn time because he's still going up. And then dunk this way.
If you
that
went
way,
swimming, the
any way
pool,
you want to see it, this brother could elevate 12.
you went swimming, the pool
We
that
saw
looked like
him-
fire hose water.
A little over a month ago.
That's how
You remember when he tried to dunk?
eroded his insides is,
This-
and he think his water
This
gonna
nigga
save
couldn't
it.
even get to the rim.
Who?
You remember when you tried to dunk out there?
I think Bobby is saying, Cory, you're a shell of your old
Yourself.
self.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
Now when we play,
but you can get
I'm a
it back.
dunk a ball.
Uh-oh, here we
No,
go.
you're not. Not in 2 weeks.
What you
We
wanna
playing
bet?
in 2 weeks. I'm not betting nothing.
Yeah, because
I'm
you
gonna
know
bet I'm
I'll
gonna
come up
beat you.
with some degrading shit for
No,
your ass. If you believe it, put yourself on it, goddammit.
No, if he do, he still win, and I do too, because he would have to dedicate himself every waking hour when he wasn't performing, because he get on planes every
If
week.
I can't dunk a ball, I'm going to give you $100. If I can dunk a ball, you got to let one of them niggas from the foxhole rub lotion on your back.
Yeah.
And you don't
Okay.
get and you don't
Signed,
get to
sealed,
pick.
delivered.
And you don't get to pick.
We're going to get Speedy. Have Speedy to come over and rub lotion on you.
Ooh.
Either way,
Speedy the homie. I
What's
just
that?
talked
What's
to
that
Speedy.
doctor name over there?
either way.
Doctor who?
Dr. Mitch.
Okay.
Dr. Mitch. He a good guy, and he know what he doing.
I can't fuck with you on this joke shit.
What?
But the way we
I
gonna play
know,
this,
you
but the
can't
way
talk.
we gonna play this basketball game, bro. You're gonna have to chase me, man, and it's barely gonna get in the way.
B. Scott gonna put the lotion on your back. That's what somebody said. Who said that? Don't move
Who
it.
did it? Wait.
Frosty Mark.
Frosty Mark.
Frost
Listen,
Mark.
Frosty Mark.
He said B. Scott gonna put lotion on your back if I dunk the ball.
No,
Is that fair?
No, it's not.
Okay, well you ain't.
No.
You gonna dunk all you want to warm it up, goddammit. We're
Put
gonna
your
play
money
this.
where your mouth is.
I'm gonna put my game where my mouth.
Okay.
What
Can
I
we
need
say
to
Happy
know
New
is-
Year? Can we
I
say
can't
hello?
bet with you.
We didn't even say hello.
Cause
No,
Bobby
we told him that we was in
Bobby,
there
you
doing
came
what
in.
we do.
Bobby turned up.
Let
Bobby
Dolly-
been sweating us for 2 weeks.
I want this to
You heard
happen.
from Cory?
Yeah.
he don't sweat.
We got sponsorships, man.
That's right. Waiting, man. They waiting, man. I'm gonna
When
wait-
Bobby
I'm gonna wait
sleep
this shit, man.
with his mouth open, the fire alarm go off in this building. All that smoke coming out his throat.
God damn. Got to take the batteries out of the fire alarms in his house.
Andre Nito say his mouth is in Newport.
They're going in. Oh my God.
He think that water saving him.
He think-
Well, if it ain't, it's got me fooled.
Your piss look like tea.
Oh,
I don't know why this nigga fucking with me. This is what I do. I talk shit.
but what happens if Bobby so happens
I'm not
to
you,
beat you?
shark head. I'm not you.
I'm saying,
Take that hat off and let the shark be seen.
what happens if Bobby beats you?
Come on, Jaws. Take that hat off, nigga.
If he beats you, what you gonna do if
You
Bobby
should
beats
have
you?
never let me see that head without
Put the
that hat
picture
off.
up.
He
Find the picture.
Boy, that shark showing, boy. I
Hey.
never really noticed. I never noticed Zoe with them hats until the basketball game.
What's gonna happen?
When you played with that hat on, I was like,
Something wrong.
wait, this
got too many
motherfucker still
jokes.
got on a hat.
No, let him.
he got
I
too many
want to know.
He ain't gonna answer that.
I'm growing my hair to let it pump up in the
He's not
top.
gonna answer that.
You so blessed, you ain't even gotta let your shit pump up in the top. All you gotta do is fade the little sides a little
He
bit.
got too many jokes, man.
No, I just want to know what's gonna happen
He
if
got too many jokes.
if Bobby.
Hot than a motherfucker.
It's warm in here.
Hey, but look, so check it out. We're gonna cut on the air in a minute, but y'all know how we start the show. First of all,
This
Happy
nigga's
New
over here
Year.
roasting.
Happy New Year to everybody who been
Simmering.
waiting on us, man. We will not be a 1 week show. Eventually, we will have 5150 Sports, and there are other shows that I'm interested in. I'm hoping Zoe bring his show over here once a
men
week.
don't play, man. I'm
Yeah,
talking-
real. You know what? And real men don't play and shit.
I got
Real
something
men,
for 'em.
real men smoke square show.
Oh God.
And, you know what I'm saying? I know we only got once a week, and I'm telling y'all, man, we appreciate y'all fucking with us this once a week. They wait on the shit, and that's love. All my motherfuckers in the chat room.
Yep.
Somebody say Zoe never changed his hats like on cartoon. Booby say that.
The nigga name is
Booby
Booby Boy.
Booby boy.
Yeah. I wonder what some
Motherfuckers ain't gonna use their real name.
Yeah. That shit's probably on his driver's license.
Booby boy. But anyway, you know, we normally start with Darlene's loose talk about
that
bullshit. I'm sure she got
Here we
some.
go.
She had a whole bunch of time to come up with some real shit.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
start with your boy, Mark.
Chris, you know how to cut on the air?
Well, a whole
Marcus
bunch of
Wilder.
time, Corey,
Can you
but
get
at
it?
the same time, I can't go over
You
everything.
can't get over there, right?
No, but tell him
What?
about that
What does he
bullshit
need?
you
We
just
gonna get
told
this
us
air on in
about
this
Marcus
motherfucker.
Wilder. Ain't that
This nigga's over here melting.
Marcellus?
Bullshit.
No, that wasn't even on here.
But it's the
Bobby
best
was-
of your bullshit, though.
You think so?
Looking like
Why?
Gerald
Your
Levert
former
after the
boyfriend.
concert.
What? He just reached out because one of our fans tweeted something. Marcellus, he wants me to talk about Marcellus Wiley.
That's a good point to happen.
That was
Yeah.
very sweet. That was very kind.
Sweet. Well, that's sweet, really.
That was very sweet. What do you mean? You got to see it. You gotta see
Marcellus Wiley.
it. A fan of ours. a
We
fan
are
of-
blessed that
yeah.
Marcellus Wiley had a chance to peep our show,
the
and
show.
he said something about it. A lot of people watch the show. It's just
Yeah.
like, that's one thing Bobby turned me on about. A lot of people can't claim this show, but
They watch.
motherfuckers watch this show.
Right.
That's one thing you said that was 100, Bobby, because I'd have been places where I'd have talked to people who I never thought
That
would
would
watch
wa-
this
but then
show.
again-
The brother who got a world championship ring,
know.
he got a world championship ring with the Boston Celtics. He from where Cory from. I've been seeing him for years, right? He ran up to me and said, "Look, man, is Cory in town?" Because they were playing the Clippers, right? And he said, "Man, call Cory and let him know, man, I got him. Anytime I'm in town, I got all y'all." And he got to buy them tickets
Why do you
Wow.
have to buy him?
because that nigga makes 7-8 million. They don't get a player tickets no more. They have to pay for them. And he said, "I got all of y'all." He's talking about you, me, Cory, and Zoe. He said, "Man, I watch all that shit, man. Tell that nigga I got him."
All right.
You remember when I told you that shit?
I know who you talking about.
Yeah, Tony Allen. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was
From the
nice.
Memphis Grizzlies.
That was very cool. But it all happened from a fan.
That told him what happened on this show.
No. He
Remember
retweeted.
she told us
He-
that she used to go with him, right?
Bobby on some signifying shit today.
I'm like, what?
But am I lying?
Corey sweating like a pedophile at a T-ball game. Banks 323.
Man, I don't know why I wore this bullshit.
No,
you been working out.
Nigga looking like a leather water balloon in this picture.
That's some workout clothes, man. He wasn't working out, man.
Oh, he's
Bobby,
trying to
this
sweat.
motherfucker got on some suede pants.
Yeah. And you just came from the gym, goddammit.
You got on suede pants. Your sack smell like goddamn
What is
Stop.
going on?
poured his hair, nigga.
Oh, God.
He back to the jokes, man. I quit, man. I quit.
Your sack
Okay.
smell like the back of Porter's head.
Oh, my God.
A lot of dirty hands was grabbing that motherfucker.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I'm just
Bobby,
fucking with
now
I'm
that-
fucking with you, Porters. You know I love you, you stealing ass bitch.
now
Go
that-
ahead.
Stop.
What? Nigga, I'm real with it.
But it's
It's
interesting.
2015, bitches.
Let Darlene get her shit in. Bobby signified today.
You
All you was doing was smoking out there, right? I know when Bobby get a little loaded, Bobby turned into a whole nother motherfucker.
Who
I'm
does he
sorry,
turn
D.
into?
No, but you
Let
had
me
a
say
drink.
this.
Who does he
the
turn
first
into?
time we was at RMC,
No, it was your fault, but you brought drinks.
I don't know what it was.
There was some
Bobby
drinks.
was loaded, and he's very entertaining when he's
And then
loaded,
he was
but he go too far.
And he was eating like.
That's
like,
why
every
I be
morning,
like,
chicken.
Bobby, don't be loaded, man, because Bobby put bullshit bitches on the phone. Who that you called that day? This nigga called this bitch and put her on the phone at the show. I was like,
Hey,
this nigga-
some of our fans love drunk Bobby.
I know, but Bobby, I want to say this. He's not manageable when he turns
Yeah,
into.
some drunks get
He
cute.
turns
Some drunks
into
get not.
it's
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah,
When he's
true.
not like that, he's manageable. I'm telling you, it's funny a little bit, but this motherfucker will go there.
Okay, darling, can we get on with the show?
Now he want to
Yeah,
shut the
wanna
fuck
move
up.
on now.
Now after all the time has been used.
D, come on, baby. We
Okay,
missed
okay,
it.
okay. Anyway, well, thank you. But anyway, there is a lot to go over, but we're short on time, and also I just wanted to get some things that happened most recently, right? Current stuff. So marriage is in the air. I'm feeling it too. I'm hoping this year. Anyway,
You gonna get desperate and just marry a motherfucker wife.
hey, weren't we just talking? I was just telling him I finally got asked out on a couple of dates, but I already ixnayed 2 of them. We're not even gonna make it on the first date, but one of them, and he happens to be the youngest one, is on his P's and Q's. I like that.
He
So
gonna skeet in you.
shut your ass, Corey. No, we're gonna have a nice time. I'm just gonna go out on a date with the
He gonna
guy.
think Darlene gonna get pregnant, and she gonna have to tell him his real age.
Shut up. He knows my age, Corey. He doesn't care.
He gonna stop wrong with you. My sperm swell.
Shut up.
Your eggs, her eggs crack.
Hey, you don't know if I froze.
They hard boiled right now.
You don't know if I froze some of my
Look at
eggs,
Bobby.
Corey.
Look-
Them shits is hors d'oeuvres right now.
I froze some of my eggs.
You froze some eggs? Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gonna let Judge Dredd babies walk around. This motherfucker. James Project ass babies and shit.
Yeah, come out with
Anyway, okay.
helmets on without face masks.
All right,
Ponytails.
all right. Oh, that's funny. I froze my eggs, not his sperm.
Damn.
His
Anyway.
sperm in there? Go ahead.
Shut up. Anyway, okay, so like I said,
I'm sorry, D. Go ahead. My bad. We fucking you up today. My bad. Not on purpose, D. We just spreading. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
what were you guys doing outside? Sheesh.
Motherfuckers
All right.
tripping.
Anyway, congratulations. Like I said, there's marriages and proposals that have happened recently, and the most recent one is Usher. He is now engaged again to be married to
That
his.
fool finna get fucked over again.
Wait, to his his girlfriend, who he's been with for several years now. She's also his manager, and she's also older, just like him.
Oh,
Say
Just
you
like
got
him.
dinosaur eggs. No.
Right.
You know what?
They said it
That
was
would-
He
doubled.
also his manager.
Yeah.
He like older bitches.
Women, dang it.
He like
Yes,
fucking
he does.
old female pimps, like madams.
He
He like a little hoe. He
like-
want to
he
be
like
pimp.
salt and pepper
but
pussy.
But the funny,
Something.
but the interesting thing is though, he's not really out there like that. When he gets a girl, he gets a girl like that.
How you know?
Nah, he marries a momager,
I know
nigga.
Just wait. Everybody listen to what Darlene said.
Seriously.
Say it again. You what?
He's not out there like that. I know Usher.
From where?
What do you mean from Bobby?
From
Bobby,
where?
A friend of mine who produced almost all his albums. The Avila Brothers, he's over their house all the time.
Okay,
No, but-
so when was the last time you saw Usher?
About a year ago.
She said she know him and the last time
Usher
she saw him was
suffers
a year
from
ago.
strong woman
I know of him.
disease.
You don't
Okay.
have to see somebody all the time.
I know
Fine,
Shaq
James,
then.
but
Fuck it. I know Shaq.
so
I
do
saw him about a year ago.
Yeah, exactly.
She said, so do I. I can't top her. God damn it. I know, what's the motherfucker's name?
Keep
Where
going.
you from?
Keep going.
From Tennessee?
Your friend.
Which one?
Your friend, Fairground.
Yeah, I know Fairgrounds.
I don't know. You got me on fairgrounds. You got me on fairgrounds. Anyway, yeah.
James.
So he's engaged to be married again, and she's been she's his manager as well.
Who was Usher's manager before all these bitches
His
came
mom.
in? His mom.
His mom.
Where's Usher's daddy?
Well,
I
there
told
go.
you,
See?
Usher suffers from strong woman disease. His mama micromanaged his whole fucking life, and then now he's marrying different versions of her. He had to
Wow.
annex his mom. Now he still hasn't really dealt with that shit, and he's bringing in women that are just like his mama.
He like fucking that pussy when them bitches go to sleep and they be like, hold on, baby. Let me
You know what? They are not that old,
get
Corey.
this
My
foot.
God.
Right.
Geritol bitches.
Shoot, she is not that old.
How old is the bitch? I mean, the young lady. He's married.
She is. How old is she? He's 36. She's 44.
Oh, okay. That's a step.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it's
Grace
still
Miguel.
somebody lead me.
that bitch still on her way. If she ain't been there already, that bitch on her way to motherfucking. When you got money, hoes go to Brazil for the plastic surgery. When they don't got money, they go to the Dominican.
No, but his other chick did that. Remember
The Dominican is like the food for less of plastic surgery. You go over there with $1,500, get your back right.
Take your chance.
Them motherfuckers a pencil sharpen your back in the Dominican.
I wish him well.
Good luck, Usher, with that bullshit. Goddamn, you see, you couldn't sell no more albums when you married that motherfucker.
No, he's doing fine.
What's that boy who played for the Boston Red Sox? The Spanish dude, the Big Poppy looking bitch he married.
Oh, Poppy Ortiz, come on now.
He married Big Poppy. That bitch look just like.
What's her
know
name?
She look just like David Ortiz. She not ugly. It's just she got the Big Poppy shit going on. The bitch he married before that's on the show arguing with the other bitches. Yeah. She got that chin that's got like.
Here we go with him and the chin.
The chin ain't wrinkled under his, wrinkled in the front. I'm like, bitch, what do you do every night?
She do look like a young Paul Mooney, nigga. Right. She do look like a young.
This bitch chin wrinkled in the front. I never saw that. I got weight on me, so I got some wrinkles on there.
I've never noticed that
about this bitch chin wrinkled in the front.
Got a Sharpay jaw.
This bitch pillow. Right. That's what she doing. She got to be doing something. That bitch got that,
What is that? What?
Yeah, American Dad chin.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Somebody called her Thanos.
Somebody said Darlene look like the Chinese dude from Bloodsport.
So,
I'll take that one.
So, Darlene,
he must have some nice
Darlene,
or the classic dancer from Soul Train, the little Chinese girl.
I mean, married.
Oh, no. Who else got married? Not getting married. Now, we want to congratulate Ludacris. He also, wait a second, here we go. Let me finish.
Not my nigga.
I know. Let me finish, though. You want to hear something? Let me finish because it gets bad. It gets good and it gets bad.
Let her finish this because I know a little something about this, I think.
I know. Okay. Now, he's been seeing this girl for several years now. Hold up. They supposedly, during a break in the relationship, just like Homeboy and Gabrielle Union, we were on a break, and that's when he knocked up this other girl and got her pregnant. Right. So Ludacris this other woman has a baby by him. That woman. Got this shirt on no, you don't, do you? This woman that had the baby by Ludacris is now saying that he did this quickie marriage, proposal and marriage in one day. That he's doing it because he wants to obtain full custody of their daughter, so he doesn't have to pay her $7,000 a month anymore. So what happened was he took this girl that he's been seeing.
Cheaper to keep her.
Edoxia, or however you pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, he takes her out on this elaborate proposal in a jet and has on the ground, whatever, will you marry me? She says yes. By the time they return, she doesn't expect it, but he's got a dress and everything there and a couple of relatives and friends.
Now, which girl did he marry? The one he had the baby by, the one he was with?
The one he was with, and the one that he had the baby by is now saying that this is bullshit. This was all set up because he's trying to make a home life like that. Like, I'm married, I got a home, and I can provide better for my child. This is what she went out. She's out there actually saying that.
Well, can I say, anybody want to comment on it first?
Go ahead. So go ahead. So they did. So they
got
married
that
that
baby. The bitch that had the baby is eventually going to lose the baby because he does have an income, and I bet she don't. If he has a stable home for the baby,
and that's what she
and
says,
he has the right lawyer, the court will give him the baby and take the baby from the skeet box bitch.
Well, see, that's that new shit that I wish would have happened when I was growing up, because my home environment with my mother was the all-time ultimate worst.
Yeah.
And they would never let me go with my dad. My dad was the bomb. Like.
And I want to say this to Luda. Luda, brother, I know you in love, and you didn't want to lose your girl. But I'm telling you, she wasn't going nowhere anyway. I want all the players to know that shit. It's hard out here.
Well,
I don't give a fuck what they say and talk shit. They ain't going nowhere. What the bitch gonna go? Leave him and go get what? That's Luda. Fast and Furious, goddammit. That motherfucker fixed computers to catch cars.
In the movies, oh my God.
He do that shit in real life, goddammit. That's Luda.
No, but I do love Luda. He's a nice guy though. So
Luda good people. If you ever met Luda, you'll like him.
Yeah, he's a nice
you look
guy.
like
humble guy.
The truth about
Very
you know
nice
what I'm saying?
guy, yeah.
To be who he is, he's a humble guy. I've never seen
So
arrogance come across him. I got love for Luda, but you ain't had to do it, homie. She wasn't going nowhere. And you a man, you know what I'm talking about.
No, but if he
you
did
got
do
that
it with
paper, your hair grow long when you wanted to. She ain't got no better option than that. He can have a ponytail just like
He got braids too, yeah.
he can have
And
a
braids
ponytail.
just like Cory, just like old Cory. Braids, and then the back flip out.
I'm gonna
like
put
that.
up that picture when I
Yes,
had
please.
braids so
He over here
motherfuckers
talking
could
all this
laugh.
mess.
Can we Google it? Where is it?
Yes,
It ain't worse than that shark shit you had, boy.
No,
That baby was looking like, I hope my head don't be like this.
My
Anyway,
son's 13 now.
So that's basically it.
He got the shark head?
No.
No.
He didn't
No,
inherit the shark head?
No, because you already know this though, right? The boys, the majority of boys favor, the majority, most of the time, favor the mothers.
That's not true.
It's
What kind of fake science?
It ain't fake science if you just, it's just a given.
Man,
though.
if you just saw my dad, you would be like, God damn.
This is a myth
If
buster.
you
This nigga
look
done
at,
pissed this
I swear,
nigga.
I just said the majority. The majority.
My
if
dad
you
was
look-
a skinny version of me. He had that good metabolism.
Okay,
I
you
got
need
my
one
mama
of those.
metabolism. That down south.
I'm serious.
Let's fry some pig
most
parts.
of the
ass.
girls favor the dad, and
Pig
most of the girls
parts.
favor the
Shit he just said.
Right.
most of the boys favor the
Spit him
mom.
out his mouth.
I'm serious.
You
If
think
ever
your
look-
son favor you or your dad? I mean, or
He
your
favors
or-
both myself and my dad, but I look just like my dad.
But wait, you don't think he favors Ice-T?
No, he has certain little things that look like him, but no, he favors me.
That shit count. It count for a lot.
And his daughter looks exactly like
The
him.
fruit
but
don't
with longer
fall
hair.
too far from the tree.
You talking about Ice-T's daughter?
She looked just like him, but with hair.
Oh.
Marcellus looked just like his mama. She looked just like him.
Yeah, he
But
got
with
the
longer-
better end of that bargain.
I'm serious. Like the majority of people, if you take them, you go, oh, well, you see a little kid walking with their parents. Oh, okay, it's a little girl. She's gonna pay for the.
I want to say this about Marcellus Wiley too, man. You know, we get on them people at ESPN. We know the pressure's on them to say and do certain things to fit in. But he's one of the brothers that conducts himself in a way where his intelligence shows he don't get caught up in the bullshit.
And they have to respect it because he graduated from
brilliant
Columbia
guy.
University.
And I didn't even
Right.
know that.
And see, I was just gonna say he's one of the only ones that graduated from an Ivy League school.
And he
I
can go
watch
back.
it. I watch him in the midst of the beast.
Yeah.
He
And
went
I
to
be
St.
like,
Mary's.
this
He's a smart
motherfucker
guy.
maneuvering that
Yeah.
shit good.
And
They
he-
can't fuck with him because if he try to make a point, he
It's
got
legit.
the motherfucking,
It's legit.
he got the shit to back it up.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Because he one of the few people that'll say, look here, I'm a Clipper fan.
Right.
You know.
And stand on it.
And I grew up here in L.A. and like I love the Lakers when it was Magic and Kareem and all of that. But right about now, I'm going with the Clippers. Me and my daddy. He'll tell the world that. Me and my daddy going to see the Clippers.
Yeah, so he was a good dude. He reached out during the break.
Yeah, and Stuart Scott, who passed away.
I saw where you dropped on that. Yeah,
We love
yeah.
you. We love Stuart
Oh, my
Scott.
God.
Stuart
He was dope.
Scott was who I thought he was. As I asked everybody who ever met him, he was solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was solid. A guy who I felt didn't prey on people,
Well,
and those are the guys I love.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you drop one every now and then that's just straight away because Cory mentioned him on Twitter and he said respect. And when Cory Holcomb say respect, it's not a word he uses loosely. Because I was shocked when you put that out there on
But have you
Twitter.
ever? Do you know? Do you?
No,
I don't know
he
Stuart
changed
Scott.
television.
Right.
He changed television.
And never got his credit for it. And
Yeah,
that
he changed
bitch,
it.
Linda Cohn, on ESPN, used to always imitate his shit.
Everybody imitated him,
Everybody
man.
now.
Everybody attempts to do it, but that
Yeah.
bitch used to say his. You know how a motherfucker switch it up a little bit?
No, that was some hood shit,
That
man.
bitch ain't even switch it up. Fuck Linda Cohn.
She just
Bitch, I
bit
know
the-
everybody there want to say that shit.
Oh, she do like G thing, do you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Why would you mention
That's a comic that is
Why
nobody.
would you mention
Yeah.
G?
A flunky.
Well, I thought it was appropriate because she was stealing from Stuart Scott.
Exactly.
Like G thing steal from you.
And motherfuckers act like the bitch act like she don't know what you talk about if you bring it to her. That's how all them people do. They don't never know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, but he was a game
Well,
changer.
that was it, pretty much. I was going to bring up this other story, but it might take too long.
What is it?
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting. What's his name? I don't even know if you know of him. His name's Marilyn Manson. You know, The Rock.
No, we don't know what that
Yeah.
bullshit is, but look at you
Anyway,
do?
no,
You
I
know
was
Zoe?
gonna-
Yeah.
Okay,
Marilyn
and
Manson.
then he was just recently on Sons of Anarchy. He was acting. He was on the TV show, which
Is
was
he
a
white,
very-
black?
He's white, hardcore
Okay.
rocker that has crazy painted face or whatever.
Okay.
So he comes out and he gives this big interview because he was on Sons of Anarchy and it just ended. It was a big show, right? Very popular, high-rated show, and he just came out in this interview and said that he has sex 5 times a day, and that.
How old is he?
Wait though, there's catches to it. I'm not done, but he doesn't take his underwear off.
What kind of sex he having then?
He said,
Shit.
wait, and then I swear to God, you can look at, there he is. And then he said that Then he said that he keeps his underwear on at all times because he's got this fear of fire happening, and he doesn't want to be naked. And then he said that his girlfriend, who he's been with for several
this went
years,
bad.
Yeah, he's crazy. Wait, the best part, the only reason I want to talk about it is because he said that the girlfriend he's been with for several years, like 4 years, uses, and where is it? I'm going to show you the picture of it. Uses a UV prod light
What the fuck
on
is
his
that?
privates and on his underwear to make sure he ain't out there having sex with anybody else.
What is that?
It's a UV prod light, so it looks like it's a black light, but it's in a flashlight form, and it'll pick up semen anywhere.
You ever had somebody do that to you, man?
I wouldn't allow it.
Right? Come on now. He's
I
ridiculous.
want to say to the girl who does that, that's probably the only thing that topped that ex-NBA player, Doug Christie. I just finally heard something that topped his wife. For everybody who don't know Doug Christie, he's an NBA player whose wife always traveled with him to make sure that he wasn't fucking hoes.
Oh, and then she'd even call it out. She would embarrass. She would just really embarrass herself and him, making a spectacle of that as they're walking through. She's standing right there. She's making sure, like, stand just like this. Like,
Well, he allowed it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
He
saying.
allowed it.
Embarrassing for both.
But who in the fuck would let a woman put a UV ray light, that's basically what it is,
But it is. It's a portable.
on your sack to bear witness to the shit
Yeah.
that you done motherfucking done. Bitch, you are not going to catch me like that.
That's the crazy.
You are not going to catch me like that, bitch. It's impossible.
Look, there it is, right there, and that's.
So they got a light that shows the nut and slob.
Anything. It's a UV torch light. It's called. You can buy them, and it picks up semen of any kind on sheets.
Do
on
it pick up
underwears.
shit? What?
Shit.
It's shit on people's sack. This
No,
is Los
but
Angeles.
Sperm is like a glowy form, so it'll.
This
pick
is
that
Los
up more.
Angeles.
You know what?
It's shit
And do
on
it pick
people's
up-
sack.
Is it a such thing where you can tell if it's male shit or female shit?
If you took it in to get tested.
Gender shit ain't no science to differentiate
Oh, I
They
bet.
need
man
this.
shit from
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You ever fucked a girl in the ass though?
Huh?
That means yes.
What?
That means yes, motherfucker.
I have to admit. Yeah.
I know you did it before.
Yeah.
The only one in here who probably ain't did it is Bobby.
Wait a minute.
And that means he did it
Hold on.
with his country
Hold
ass.
on.
Bobby didn't got country shit. Bitches with dissolved, chewed up chitlins on his dick.
Oh God.
The sheet?
Corey,
What's the
you
sheet?
done fucked the bitch in the ass?
I have. And I must say,
Strange.
it does not feel like pussy.
It
Pussy
does
is
not.
magic. Ass is something that you gotta like a bitch fucking in the ass.
Yeah, ass is like the little
Let me
treat
tell
in
you
the Cracker Jack box.
There's some
not
bitches
magic.
out here, I would never be able to fuck them in the ass.
Oh my God.
All the motherfucking bitches who look like they got a waiting line at the club, I could not fuck them in the ass. I can't do it. But I done did some freaky shit
that
before, I admit. I don't feel good about it.
Oh, see, that's it. That was it.
Michael
See,
Sam uses UV
so
on
that's-
Zoe.
That's how it would look.
Ain't this a bitch?
that
Who
a
said
bitch?
that?
That's how it
Bitch,
would look.
motherfucker.
You saw that? That's how it would look
Smack
when it
you,
hit the-
mother.
It's just like the ones the police use, like for, you know.
Darlene, you been fucked in the ass before, right?
Corey, you know you're not going to get any of
Come
that
on,
money.
we
No,
done
my God.
revealed
No.
our
If Bobby
shit.
admit he fucked somebody in the ass,
Okay, so that's Bobby.
Bobby said I didn't say shit.
Come on.
motherfucker, we know why that tank top look like it look now.
There's other women
You
that
saying
come on your show that
there's
talk
anal
like that. You
sex
can get
shit
that,
on the
but you ain't
tank
gonna
top?
get me.
Bobby got beige sweat coming out his ass from ass fucking.
Oh
Oh, my
God.
God.
Hey,
Oh my God.
God.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Anyway.
did you go to a Chris Brown concert right about now?
I'm
Oh,
not
because
gonna
of the shooting?
I'm not gonna diss Chris
I ain't talking
Brown.
about him. I said, would you go to one of his concerts?
Of course. Yeah, I love
I'm not
Chris
gonna
Brown.
diss Chris Brown, but I'm not the new generation. I'm not a big fan of a lot of their music. I like some of Chris Brown's songs, but not enough to go to a concert. But that ain't no diss because there's a lot of motherfuckers who obviously like Chris Brown shit.
Right.
They get
I
shot
do.
at, man.
I love Chris.
I like his music that he did on the Game CD.
Well, he's smart. The boy said he not doing no more hood clubs no more. And
that
for a
was
kid
strong
that
performance, yeah.
big, I mean, he's a big star. You know, he sells millions of records every time he comes out. he shouldn't be doing no little small clubs anyway.
Well, he shot up 2 of them.
Yeah, so he made the right choice by not doing that no more.
But look, before we, well, you know what? We only got 2 minutes, so what we'll do, we'll come with the topic when we come back from break. Because we unorthodox as a show. We don't always do the show right.
They like that.
We got one of these stalking ass niggas that found his way up to the room. This nigga, nigga I used to hang with all the time in L.A. Then the nigga just moved.
Call this nigga a stalker, damn.
But I got love for this nigga. This nigga up in the office right now. The first time I found out what was wrong with my stomach, he drove me to the doctor.
Is that Black Minch?
Yeah, that's Black Minch.
Here we go. Here we go.
God damn it. Take his hat off. My friend Sam say his head look like a knee. Got a knee head. Black Minch, motherfucker in L.A. kicking it. Anyway, we going to take a break, 5150. We're going to talk some more shit. We're going to come with the topic when we come back.
Topic is good.
You going to let him set it up?
You know, he said set
We'll
up
set it up
when
when
we
we come back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's funny. Darlene's showing pictures of Ice-T.
With ice cubes on the top.
With ice cubes on his head. Got little ice cubes shaped like Ice Cube the rapper.
I can't.
Send him to Chris so he can post him
I'm
so
gonna.
people can see him.
That's
Anyway, we'll be
hilarious.
back, y'all. 5150 taking a quick break. We'll be back in the house in a minute, motherfucker.
2015.
What's up, Black Ace?
At all, except for just a dream or two. But I've got lots of plans for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you.
Hey yo, started with a dream, trying to turn it to reality. Never copycats, always show originality. I always been the type to show his individuality. But when I'm doing positive, why everybody mad at me? The folks around me only want me doing negative. Trying to end the streak of bad luck that's been consecutive. I never been one of them types to say forget it then. Cause now it's crunch time, I'm more focused than I've ever been. Running towards my dream, believe that I'm gonna catch it. This a chance I gotta take before somebody snatch it. People try to shatter my vision, I shake off the breeze. I've been running so damn long, got Greg Oden. No matter how fit you are, know the hate strong. I've been trying to prove a point, guess I gotta prove them wrong. And I'ma prove them wrong with my vision through the blindness. I've been called the nicest, so I'm killing them with kindness. Started with a dream, trying to turn it to reality. Why everybody mad at me? Super confident, I'm glad to be. But all this hater on my way, man, it's sad to see. Started with a dream, trying to turn it to reality. Why everybody mad at me? But why everybody mad at me? I'm working, turning all my dreams into reality. Started as a youngin', my sight was always quite clear. Never stopped chasing my goal, cause it was right there. Always running with my guard up, they don't fight fair. A couple times my dream almost became my worst nightmare. Cause it was times when these folks wouldn't even feel me. For real G, I'ma run hard until it kill me. I will be one of the best that you ever seen. I won't stop till my face is covered on the magazine. Big money, major deals, videos on TV. Sold out shows, many multi-platinum CDs. I'm really into jewelry, much rather hop on real estate. Most important thing is I make sure my family's straight. A long quest to be the greatest thing you ever seen. All I know is go hard, I don't know what quitting mean. I'm well aware of the snakes, bruh. All my life I dreamed about it, now it's time to wake up. Started with a dream, trying to turn it to reality. Why everybody mad at me? Super confident, I'm glad to be. But all this hater on my way, man, it's sad to see. Started with a dream, trying to turn it to reality. Why everybody mad at me? But why everybody mad at me? I'm working, turning all my dreams into reality. You got a dream, never be afraid to chase it. A lot of hate get thrown your way, homie, just embrace it. The main ones hating are nothing but confused fans. Just go hard night and day till you stock your high demand. Play it cool, you don't understand the word no. All it take is one yes, that's your chance to try and blow. You can conquer anything if you just believe. Keep God first and just watch the blessings you receive. Never think to limit yourself. Go beyond the sky. You can take you anywhere, but first thing you gotta try. Even just attempting to move on it, much respect. Don't wanna reach your old age and live a life with much regret. Put that hard work in, keep your faith strong. A lot of people gonna doubt. Be the first to prove them wrong. And the end result, I promise you'll be glad to see. Pretty soon your dreams will turn into reality. Started with a dream, trying to turn into reality. Why everybody mad at me? Super confident, I'm glad to be. But all this hater on my way, man, it's sad to see. Started with a dream, trying to turn into reality. Why everybody mad at me? But why everybody mad at me? I'm working, turning all my dreams into reality. Started with a dream, trying to turn into reality. Why everybody mad at me? Confident, I'm glad to be. But all this hater on my way, man, it's sad to see. Started with it, trying to turn into reality. Why everybody mad at me? But why everybody mad at me? I'm working, turning all my dreams into reality. Reality.
Yeah. You can come in my house, baby, but you gotta take off your shoes. I'ma make you take off your shoes. I'ma make you take off your shoes. You can come up in my house. You can come in my house, baby, but you gotta take off your shoes. Look. Now check them red bottoms at the door. And what for? Purple heart wood floors. And that's enough to get her panties wet and even more. The allure, the chandelier decor. The couture, fly shit that I wore. I'm smoothing an LL Cool in 94. Baby, just sit back, chill and light the raw. We ain't blow 100 racks shopping and want a tour. A little boss talk for the player made. And a little more salt for your hater raid. Crocs on the docks, Hermes, Gator made. Fade body here, Boston, who play the blade. And if I'm lying, then I'm frying like Annie Mae. And when you done with them herbs, I'm at the Mandalay. I woke up this morning feeling like the man today. Let's hit the dance floor and step this whole jam away. I'ma make you take off your shoes. I'ma make you take off your shoes. The only girl in my world will be you, mommy. Will be you, mommy. Look. Tonight is pasta with the mobsters. And none of my bitches ain't no imposters. Shutting down all rosters. Come through with that fat ass, clapping it like choppers. My school niggas to the line up. Ain't fair game. Talk to a model real greasy like Sneemy. I fast break and pull up, baby, it's on Fiji. In other words, water. Shades on in the nighttime, Mrs. Slaughter. Getting hoes by the landslide. They wanna kick it with your man, right? So I'ma let her join the team. Back a pretty young thing, ass all mean. I think I seen this in my dream. Ended with an Aston Martin in the ring.
One chance to make a dream come true with you.
I'ma make you take off your shoes. I'ma make you take off your shoes.
And the only girl in my world will be you.
Will be you, mommy. Will be you, mommy. Look, okay. You can come in my house. What? But you gotta take off your shoes. I'ma make you take off your shoes. I'ma make you take off your shoes. You can come up in my house. You can come in my house. But you gotta take off your shoes. Gotta respect that. Arizona Fetty.
Can you make something clear, Ty James?
What you need, True?
Niggas think we do this shit for them.
I know.
We doing this shit for self right now. Get better and better, you know?
Yeah, tell them niggas, man.
It's nothing about stunting.
Yeah, I know.
I know you got your views.
Shit.
Explain to these motherfuckers.
I got you.
Please, man.
Never been a stunner, but I'm stone cold with it. Rock ball, cause I'm walking tall, way Beyonce, except flows and all. Rockin' to the moon without Houston. Never been a problem, easy solve 'em. Nigga, I count on me. 1, 2, 3, then I flee scene. Seen blue and red, I respect the dead, but the living gets beheaded.
Enough said, fuck the feds, almost caught us slipping. Those niggas out there tipping, we ain't fucking tripping. We babysitting, who you kidding? Them rats love the cheese on a trap.
They good for that, it's the easy he's a rap. The man's a cat until he took 2. 3 times and I'm black and Jack. Lead them lines flat, casino life, how I hit them banks. Jackpot, hot nigga, ain't no money dance. Love how she prance. Listen to them jeans, gut deep. Now I'm from France, cause she love the way it.
That was light.
I know.
That was really light. That's all you got, bruh?
It's just the beginning, bruh.
Okay. I'll wait.
The topic kind of serious. Let me know when y'all ready. All right, hey, 5150, we back. So, 2015, this is our first topic. It actually get kind of serious because I want to talk about this shit that goes on in America because I think there's a lot of people who are not aware of who they are as they criticize everyone else. So, Zoe, what was the topic?
It's a tough one. Are you and your family estranged? Cory used the word disassembled. I used the word estranged because you're not intelligent or because you're simply wicked. That's what Cory called and told me to say.
Wicked.
Because
There are people out here who are wicked, men who are gargoyles.
You mean in your own family?
In your own family.
That you got to stay away from.
Yeah,
Men who are gargoyles, women who are witches, is just what it is. You look at a witch as somebody with a hat on flying in a broom, but no, that's not what a witch is. This is new. They don't stir in a pot to come up with spells. What they do, they go on Facebook and they look at people and they find ways to send messages to them to disrupt their lives. Those are witches.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. They don't have to stir in the pot no more. They can press buttons to get to the people they trying to disrupt and put a spell on. Mm-hmm. Put spells on other families by doing things to disrupt other families and shit. They're witches and gargoyles, men who do the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're in this world. You can't deny these people. And I want the people who are witches and gargoyles to understand that that's what they are.
Wow.
You have to look at your body of work while you're on this planet, and you need to understand who you are and accept it. Now, some people are oblivious to their behavior. Mm-hmm. I will admit that. There are some people out here, like, you'll know them. You'll be like, this motherfucker's so fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at him. I just got to get the fuck away from him. You know what I mean?
But when you check people, have you ever done that when you've actually checked somebody and they actually look shocked like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't do that or I don't act like that. And I'm like, yes, you do. And that's why I'm peace. That's why you're not going to see me again.
Right.
I have a perfect example of witchery.
Witchery.
Just evilness? You mean just
some
evilness?
evil shit.
Just a bitch that she just fucking everything up
cruel
around her.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to change some names to protect the innocent.
You talking about Brandy?
No. No, but this girl I know, her brother's wife Facebooked her in the morning and said that her brother was dead.
Say that again?
So, the girl I know, right? Mm-hmm. Her brother's wife, and it was a group message. She put the girl I know's sister in it and said, Eric died. And that was it. Now, Eric is their brother. So they struggling, trying to find out information. They don't have no numbers. They trying to get in contact. All of this. And then finally, they call the brother because he wasn't answering his phone. But finally, he answered the phone. He's at work.
She deliberately tried to
She said their brother died. And the reason, come to find out the reason behind why she did this is because she's married to the dude for 12 years. Mm-hmm. She feels like she's never been accepted in the family. And she saw somebody post a picture of one of his other kids on their page. And she's just jealous of the relationship that, the family has. She felt like she's never been invited.
So
now, the girl crazy, though.
Obviously.
Girl crazy.
But listen. That's a good story, Zoe, because I know a friend of mine. His name is Gerald. his father, when his father died, the woman that he was with hid his father from the rest of the family, checked him out of hospitals and stuff that he was in so that she can get this money without people contesting it.
Yeah.
So you need to understand this. That's a perfect example of a witch.
Yeah.
Because only a witch would do that. Yeah. And they don't have laws set up to help you identify a witch. Like, witches get away with shit like that. There's nothing that happens where, okay, this woman has had 4 or 5 cases of doing stuff like that. She's declared a witch.
Right.
Where back in the day, in medieval times, they would say, oh, those witches over there. You see what I'm saying?
There's some witchery going on.
It's
we got to
witches.
burn some bitches.
There are witches out here.
Well, people can do things that seem, of course, crazy to us and claim crazy and get away with it. So that's what's so twisted is they can claim that, well, I was insane when I did that.
But here's what Cory was saying, I think. That's beyond that because there's no charge. There's no criminal charge for what he just described or what he just described.
Right,
but
right.
It could get some people hurt.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Life messed up, you know, a
Cory,
chain reaction. So to speak.
I got one more story.
I want to hear it.
Y'all remember my homeboy who was on the show yesterday, Truth, the
Yeah,
rapper.
on
right?
your show.
On
the So What show that comes on
T Radio V.
Right.
On Mondays. Dude, he gets to the crib. He calls me. The dude is crying. Now, I known this dude since he was 12. He called me. The dude is crying because his youngest daughter, 16, tried to commit suicide. And the reason why she tried to commit suicide.
Bunch of kids saying stuff.
No, it's the mom.
Oh, my
The
God.
mom has indoctrinated the girl to think that he ain't shit. But when she came of age and was able to kick it with him and his peoples, she recognized the nigga's not only honorable, but now she's like, damn, I missed all of this time with him, and he's a good dude. And all they do is spend time tearing the nigga down, and the daughter don't like it. She done ran away. She done did all kind of shit. And then yesterday, she took 60, 70 pills. And she she made it, but, you know, and the dude called me today and was like, man, their whole family is against him for some reason.
Well, that's what I'm glad.
Witchery.
That's a very good example of what I'm talking about. Because, see, if you're not, he's ignorant to what he was doing when he was with her.
Oh, yeah.
If he's not that type of person, so he got a wife or he has a daughter by a woman like that, is it ignorance or because he's wicked? Which one do you think, Zoe? Yeah. Was it ignorance or because he was attracted? Because if you're attracted to that,
masochistic.
It's only one or two things. You were ignorant to what it was, or you're
masochistic.
I'll throw his ass under the bus a little bit. He one of them niggas that just nigga, you could lubricate the creases in a couch and he'd fuck it.
Right.
So she was just, just a piece of ass. And she was really into him.
But that's a form of being.
And then she took that out like on him.
Bobby, do you think that's a form of being wicked when you just got to, when you just fuck something all the time and you spread your seed into something that's bad?
I'll tell you why. Yeah. Most cases I say no simply because everybody in this room is an accident of birth. You know, I mean, some people fuck a lot and have kids. Some people fuck once or twice a year and they make babies. We are accidents of birth. What I mean by that is any of us are capable of being attracted to somebody that we ain't got no business fucking with. And you can have a kid with them. It'll happen to anybody in this room, in this world. You can have a baby with somebody that's the only thing y'all going to ever have in common.
Some of the most treacherous misuse in relationships come from family, though. The closer motherfuckers are to you, the more access and the more capable they are of fucking you over.
Right. So
nobody used the family coupon like family members.
You right, Zoe. I want to say this because, see, I've never been shy with my shit, and I want y'all to comment on it after I say it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Because I want to talk about my daughter's situation. I feel...
The one in college?
Yeah. Now, see, I'm going to sound like one of them parents taking up for their kids. Because I thought about this. But I want to say it the way I want to say it, and then I want y'all to comment on it.
Okay.
I feel my daughter's mother is wicked. Things that she has done since I've known her. Tried to hit me with a car, lied and told the girl, wait, I lived with a woman, so by me being young at the time, I was about 20, 22, 23.
Right.
I used to call from the woman's house. She told the police that the woman was playing on her phone and got this girl who had never been in trouble before fingerprinted and processed.
Wow.
The bitch, let me tell you something.
See?
Happened back when she was young. It's still stories like that my daughter told me.
So she's just like that. That has nothing
You
to
see
do
what
with
I'm
you.
saying?
It's not just you.
And
that
she
has
talks
against you.
about
It's evil.
me, but I gave her a blessing. I gave her a daughter who is graduating from college because her other daughter, I think, is on her second child and she didn't graduate from high school. She's not even up graduating from high school
Does she
age.
live with her? Does she live with
But
her?
sometimes,
Yeah, she lives with her. My daughter is the one who picks them up and takes them to the store and all that shit.
but sometimes,
I gave her a blessing.
right, but they don't. Sometimes they don't see it that way.
And I'm man enough to say, because I'm not trying to act like I didn't understand I was destroying. I could have destroyed my legacy by having a baby with a woman like that. When I was young, I didn't understand the magnitude of what I was doing.
Right, because she's gonna be left with that.
I was
crazy
lucky
person.
enough to have a daughter who may have some dysfunction, but is very functionable in society. She's graduating from college, but she's an emotional kid. And I always catch her and let her know, I got your back. Because that's
know what?
important for your daughters to know, I don't give a fuck
Right.
what it is. I don't give a fuck if some motherfucker gave you a disease or something. You need to let me know because I'm going to help you get the shit right. Whatever it is,
Right.
I fuck with you. I talk to her like I'm her age. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
But sometimes hurt mothers who feel jilted, who feel like they didn't get what they want out of relationship, what they tend to do in a lot of instances, not all mothers, not all situations, but a lot of them, they raise these kids with resent as a means of turning that kid against the father because what they want is that kid to agree with their sentimentality the way their friends would. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know how girls will get together and collude and be like, yeah, that nigga ain't shit. Some women want the children to join that little coven of hate against the dad.
And this is why I'm talking about this. And we're not going to only talk about women because I got stories of men. When you are out there as a man, by you not having a dad at home, by so many generations of the quality guys being the dude that the women had a baby by, now you are missing out on valuable information. So by the time you are of age to have a baby, you don't know how you can destroy your legacy by not being able to recognize a witch and not have a baby with her. Because you bring drama to the world when you conceive with a gargoyle or a witch.
What are the signs? Guys need basic signs to go, this bitch is from Oz.
Well-
This bitch right here is from Oz.
I want to go back to a
I
remedy.
got some signs, but go ahead, Bobby.
I want to go back to a remedy because what Cory just described, I'm glad some people are hearing this and that it's being recorded because he's talking about how he managed a problem situation. And to his credit, man, I'm glad to know him and that he shared this story with us because that shit is hard to do when you realize what you started out sexually turned into a human being and you said, look, this is my daughter. I wish I didn't have to do this shit, but I'm getting ready to do this shit. That's what you just told us, man, that you did. And you did it on purpose because that's your legacy. And
What did I
benefited from
I
it.
want to make sure I understand what you're saying. What did I have to do or what I didn't have to
When
do? I
you
don't
stayed around
What
in her
you
life.
said you did. You said, look, I had to do this because this is my daughter.
Well, when I first had my daughter, even though I hadn't recognized how much of a gargoyle the woman, how much of a witch the woman was, because like I say, Bobby, I admit, or I'm not trying to play innocent, I was naive. I did not understand
what happens to a woman as the years add up and she's disappointed in not only herself, she's disappointed in her mother. She's disappointed in, the people around her. These little girls.
See stuff. You did see signs, but
I think the little girls it's so important to raise a community of women who are aware of what they need to be aware of, because when they grow up from all the frustration, destruction, imagine a 35-year-old woman who ain't had nothing but bad luck with men, because we're men, we're sexual creatures. We don't want to be your man right away.
Right.
We want sex.
Right. Monogamy is a destination, and
Right.
our relationship is the starting point.
Right. So they get disappointed. They get disappointed as they find that out the hard way, especially the little girls who aren't smart enough to go get who want them.
Right.
The girls who go get who they want, they are never in a family structure.
Right.
They are never, this my man, this my husband, this is our baby, and we raising him together.
Right.
There's so many women who never had that, where the guy is with them at all.
Yeah.
Right.
While they raising the children. And this all comes from people not being able to recognize witches and gargoyles.
Wow.
Well, that too, and just a lot of times I think people get into a dynamic of a family structure, and then they're selfish still. Like, okay, it happened, sort of.
But you
me.
can't do both. If you
Well,
family,
that's what I'm saying. No, but if you- but
I
don't-
missed
what you do.
D. What you say?
In other words, if you start a family, handle that. Don't be so selfish and say, okay, I still want to party. I still want to do what I want to do. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be here for the child. I'm gonna go.
The sacrifice
You have
in
to.
our
It's-
community
That's the
is
word.
not
but
there.
It's no
That's the
longer
word.
about you, and people don't
that's a
get that. It's
great
no
word.
longer about you.
When
can
you
make
have a
changes.
child.
Right? Nobody's saying you
Everybody's talking about dying and going to heaven. What you need to realize when this thing about living forever, you live forever through these kids.
Yeah.
And if your kids are brought up right,
Then
they'll
you
get with the
immortal.
person they're
Yeah.
supposed to be with, and you live on. You live on. You live on. But I want a lot of people out there who listening to this show, I hope that it's still enough time to save you. I want
No,
you to
there's a-
look
yeah, I
at
hear
what
you, yeah.
you have done with the people you have created life with.
Yeah.
So there's two things.
And can you fix that?
right.
If you do it, you just got to do it, man.
No, but some of them don't.
Not fixing it with the other person, because that might be too far gone.
there's
Right.
But can you
Right.
fix it with the child?
Right.
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 And not
It's-
allow that other person if the
But
other
that's the
person is
natural
still on
thing to
foul
do.
But you
ground.
know what?
If
I
you've
think
ever
we're
been around
missing
your
something.
children,
Go ahead, Bobby.
if you ever been around your children, even if you didn't raise them, there's a thing between y'all. And you don't have to even talk about it. You can just look at your child and say, you know what? I'm going to do what I can right now. I'm going to start right now because that's my child. And it happens to people when they connect like that. You see what I mean? At some point, man, you say, I'm going to do all this other stuff, but this little girl right here, forget, tradition, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be her daddy, and she going to know me.
I
as
didn't
her
have a
father.
traditional setup, but my dad was the
But I was just
best
talking about what
dad
Cory did, though.
ever.
You were fortunate enough
Very.
to have a
Because
father.
Because my
Just
mom
give
was
her
the
money.
total opposite.
You know
know that. My mom was a
something
witch.
in here.
To the 10th degree.
Yeah, your father was the guy. He let you know that he got your back.
Entirely. And I'm
There
not-
are so many children, D.
Oh, I know
Everybody
this.
here
Oh, I know
who
it.
don't have their back from either one of their
At all.
parents.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is what happens in a village that is broken, and this village is broken
Bad. Real
by the people in charge.
Right.
The people in charge are who is responsible for what's happening, and we need to be able to identify those people and be able to point them out to the people, because the people think that it's them alone.
Right.
It's not just what you're doing. You are being conditioned this way.
Yeah, they're trying to ruin you.
When you see those horses walking with blinders,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's what's happening,
Yeah.
especially to African American people in this America.
And
But I
then-
think
and
we
then-
also got to put the conversation in context. Sisters, I'm gonna say something. This might be, offensive. I guess I don't want to be offensive. It's not my intention. But I believe sisters today are weaker than sisters in the past.
Of course.
Sisters in
Yep,
the
I think
past
just everybody.
raised everybody. They raised neighborhoods. They raised everybody's kids. They raised their kids. They raised their brother's kids.
The men too, Zoe.
You understand?
True.
And the men too.
The community is broken.
Right. And what I'm saying is, it's the proliferation of ideas that create separation in the community. So if you have, an idea that is created by feminism that says men are disposable and you are woman, let the world hear you roar, and you don't really need him, right? There's a devaluation of men from women. And then that cycle is happening from men to women too, because now men are saying, if I make more bread than you, I should be able to purchase your pussy and deal with you how I feel, how I choose. So these ideas are destructive within our community. But remember, just like Reaganomics, when these ideas trickle down to our community, they're at their most degraded state. You see what I'm saying? When we finally get this, you see what I'm saying?
We get the worst of it.
We get the worst of it. So the sisters back in the day did not run to child support. They just raised the kids. And if they had to get on fucking welfare, they got on welfare. They told the dads, stay away when the motherfucker come through, but come back when he gone. The man would come through, inspect the crib, and be like, whoop, whoop,
Families would help,
nobody
other
living
outside,
here.
yeah.
But then he leave, and then, all right, Dad, you can come through and visit your kids and kick it with your kids.
Yeah, that was the old way. Now
That
they
was
got
the
the
old
new
way.
way. But let me say this, Bobby, and then I'll hear you out. Because it's important that I get this thought out. Because I wanted to say this about this lady I know out here in California. She's in the entertainment industry. And it's amazing to me how she can't see who she is and what she's done. Those people we were talking about who are oblivious. I know a lady who told me that her husband left her for her best friend. And when she first told me this, I was like, oh, that's awful. Because, she was telling me about psychologically it fucked her up. Which it would fuck somebody up.
Right.
Yeah.
But this woman, as I have been around her and studied her, hangs around all cutthroat, shady motherfuckers. Everybody around her is a fucking snake.
Well, what does
And
that
then
say about her, though? Because usually people
That's the
don't
point I'm
birds
trying to
of a
make.
feather.
I want to say to her, I wouldn't dare say this to her
Right.
because she's in the industry and, you try to keep all that drama down. But I want to say to her so bad, you will talk about how your husband left you for your best friend and started a family with her. But every man that I see you around is a snake. So I don't know your husband. All I know is what I see.
Wow.
And I say when something like that happens, I say, are we living in a community full of women? Are we living in a community full of men who just don't get it like that? You can't see that what you are around, that's you. That's what's going to come your way. Do you think you can control the laws of nature where if you got dirt around you, you're going to get dirty,
no way,
right?
Well, birds of a feather flock together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But she will swear up and down she is the victim of this man, but she fucks with dirty, rotten motherfuckers.
But we got to keep.
And when I saw her daughter, I've only seen her daughter a couple of times, but her daughter, and I'm not talking about her daughter, but I watch kids. You know what I mean? And she has that. You ever see those little girls who all
Attitude.
Well, yeah,
oh
yeah.
no,
Locked up.
not
Yeah.
cute. Just
I'll
not.
be
It's
like,
not
Now, if
sweet.
your arms
There's
is
nothing
folded,
sweet
it's gonna
about
be
it.
some trouble.
It ain't necessarily always folded, but that's an example.
Right.
Like you see it, like that ain't a happy kid.
Yeah.
She sleep with her fist balled up.
Right, that ain't a happy kid.
Yeah.
That ain't a happy kid. Have you ever seen that baby? Somebody brought this to my attention, and I have to say it.
What with the gun?
Have you ever seen that baby that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have smile?
No.
Never.
wow.
No, it looks all down. Like I know. Is that
Wow.
interesting?
Ain't
oh my
that
God.
scary?
I thought about that too.
When
weeks ago,
somebody
Cory.
showed
oh
me
my
that,
God.
I said, wow.
It never. You're right.
That baby never
You're
smiles.
right. It's always.
Well, it
It's
was
somber.
conceived
It's a
that
very
way.
somber.
It
When
was
you have a
conceived that way.
baby,
Well,
when you
maybe
have-
that's how Kanye is. Kanye.
that
don't
baby
smile.
swam in NBA and rapper sperm,
Wow.
singer sperm. When that baby is old enough to speak his mind,
It's gonna say, "Bitch, you nasty."
You saying the baby was born in a bog?
Baby
Some
was,
type of swamp?
the baby was conceived in a cum dumpster.
Wow.
That's the truth. I know it hurt.
No, but it's the truth.
I know it hurt. I know it did. Oh, Corey,
Okay,
you fuck. But look,
that doesn't have anything to do with the baby's character.
That don't have
after
nothing to do with the
fact.
baby character.
No, but I'm saying it. But the surroundings. That when a
all
kid
I'm
is
saying
so,
is
that's what
watch
I'm
how
saying.
that baby
God.
look.
No, you're right though, Corey. Because our
Damn.
kid was just a jovial, happy all the time, smiling, laughing. No, you're right. It's
That
the-
baby don't smile. What?
What's
Watch
happening around
it.
No, it's what's
When
happening.
people
around
show
the
me
children.
pictures
You're
of
right.
their baby, I be looking right at their baby.
And be
What if?
laughing,
But wait a
giggling.
minute. What
'Cause
if the pictures? What if they on some high end art fashion shit
No,
and the
all
baby
the
is always
time.
posing? I'm just trying
That means
to
something
play
wrong
devil's
with the baby too.
You do, it really do, man.
I'm just trying to make it. God,
You're not
damn.
supposed to be that sophisticated.
Corey said the
Somebody
goddamn-
say you don't know those people. You right. I don't know those
But
people.
you know what you see.
But I'm speaking from observation.
Right, and it's
I'm
just
not
what we
speaking
see.
from factual
and it's a
shit.
You
baby.
saying
Yeah, it's
the
not
little
no-
baby
It's not an older child.
that's a
it's
product
it's a baby.
of Kanye and Kim Ye.
You know when the baby
Ain't
gets-
happy. The baby
when
ain't happy. Is that
when
what
the
you telling
baby get sprayed off by the doctor when they come out the womb, that baby look like they sprayed a lot of nut from other people off that baby. That's how that baby be looking all the time.
This is the most controversial show in the history of shows. And that's why we do this shit, God damn it.
Look, I'm not saying this to diss. Well,
he's saying it like it's the truth to him. He
It
sees
is,
that,
it
and I
is.
do too. I agree. I agree with Corey that I'm not saying something's actually physically wrong or anything with the child, but I believe that.
So you
always see a
saying
really
Kim's
jolly,
pussy
happy
is
kid.
a semen ghost
I'm
yard?
not saying anything
that
about
baby
that.
face look like
No, it's
something
just
stank.
it's just sad looking. It just doesn't
Something.
look, it doesn't look very happy or active or just
Baby look like it had it survived a yeast attack.
Oh my god!
Corey,
Wow.
I
He
want to
went
get this in
somewhere
before we
else
go
with
to
it.
break.
This
in a minute.
guy.
Go ahead, Bobby. I'm
I
sorry.
just want to close out the conversation we was having about people and the fact that I've lived long enough to have known men like Mr. Henry Watkins. Y'all heard me mention him before. That man had 12 children and took care of all of them because he got up every day and went to work, and they ran a house in a orderly fashion. You know, you had shit you had to do for them to make it. And all his kids went on and became productive because he was the man in the house.
Who that?
Mr. Henry Lee Watkins.
Right.
You know, and he was the kind of guy that was a father to me too. Because if your daddy wasn't in the house, you still looking for that figure.
It's very important
what
for
I
you
mean?
as a man
You had to
to
know
go out
somebody.
and find the virtuous woman and try to make a baby with somebody where when it's born, you feel good about what you brought into the world.
Right.
And
But
And how
teach
many
them what
how
you
many
know.
young people get that?
But
No,
but see,
very
what
few.
men need to start doing is because if we're gonna be socialized as the ones that are responsible for this situation, when men have a child with a woman that is a gargoyle or a witch, we have to learn from that situation too. We have to start self-reflecting and saying, I chose this motherfucking
I gotta deal
demon.
with
I
it as
I
best I
chose to
can for
fuck
the
the
child's
exorcist.
benefit, yeah.
I chose to stick with this motherfucker when
Right,
I
so
know
don't just run away and leave
because
that kid
men
in there.
listen, men ignore a lot of shit on the path to pussy.
Mm-hmm.
We will slap a lot of shit to the side on the way to getting to the pussy.
That's what human beings do when you want something.
So we got to be responsible for everything we slap to the side on the way to that ass.
And
What
they
if
don't.
Kanye
They
West
don't.
stepped to me about that shit and he beat my ass? I laugh while he beat my ass though. I'll be like, I'll get my
Well, no, I don't think you.
First off, make sure Chris is with you so we can get the video
If
posted on this
Kanye West
shit.
beat me up, I would laugh like a motherfucker. I'm in the emergency room like,
No, well, Ray J still talks. Ray J still talks major mess, though. You know
ah,
that.
that nigga got me. I'm just fucking. I'll beat the shit out of Kanye.
Right? He still
How
talks
you
mess,
know?
though, you know that.
What if Kanye West rolled up on you, nigga, in a kilt, nigga?
In a kilt.
In a
Yeah,
kilt with
in a
no
kilt,
drawers?
nigga, with a scarf on, and
Now,
just
what is a-
put
what is a
monkey
kilt?
paws all on you.
With nothing under the men's skirts.
A nigga with a skirt will whoop my ass
I'm
because
just-
I will be running from him. Because I do not want him to get on top and he got a
You don't want
skirt
him
on.
to get on top.
I will be like, ah! Ah! They'll be like, what's wrong with that nigga? This nigga got a skirt on and he on top of me. But anyway, we got to take a break.
shit.
We'll be back, 5150. We'll be back. Finish talking about this shit. 5150.
This is crazy. This is crazy. And you know that I know that this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. And you know that I know that this is crazy. Love been lazy. Have you played me?
And it can happen even if you don't have if you don't have both. If you don't have that balance, it can happen, and I'm proof of that because every time I thought of doing something wrong, I said nope because I respect my father enough. Where it just
that's the effect of
sometimes you don't always balance out.
Right.
Sometimes you're just a moral person.
Right.
Like you're not out to destroy others.
Right.
Fortunately, in this world, there are still moral people. But I mean, I like to consider myself a moral guy. I don't prey on others, but I'm not balanced out.
Right.
I'm not balanced out.
Right.
I have dropped off plenty of bitches at the crib, knowing I shouldn't have been near this bitch. But there's something wicked about me as I watch them walk away with the little $80 I give them, and they be so fucking happy. I know it's wrong for me to even watch them when they put it in their purse. Some of them try to be cool about it and just hold that frantic face in. But I know them bitches need that $80. This is going to help them and their family make it for 3 weeks.
Couple of things. Couple of things.
Controlling that damage.
I know. I got gargoyle issues myself.
Right. But I think that's good. When you're dating a witch, what you're actually dating is your resolution. Because through every difficult situation, every negative relationship situation, there's something in there for you to learn about yourself. So you're really dating a resolution. And I tell people this all the time. Relationship is a reflective school. Whatever you're getting back from that person is the feedback, the curriculum you need to work on yourself with. So we can't blame all of the sisters and say they witches without saying we're warlocks. You know, because there's a weakness in us that's attracted to the weakness in them. And then when we get together and we don't resolve it, oh, wow. We fuck around and create a baby or we create a family and we're not dealing with the reason why we were attracted to each other in the first place. And a lot of times it's about resolution. I tell sisters and brothers, don't date to the depth of your hurt. Most people just date right above it because they know if they date to the depth of the hurt, they got to resolve the hurt. They got to deal with what's in them. Most people date around the hurt. I don't want to fuck with that. I don't want to wake that hurt up. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't have to face that shit. So they date around it and they never resolve any of their internal issues. That's why the relationships don't have respect as an anchor. That's why the relationships don't last. That's why they break up easily. And what happens is if you have a kid in that context, where you haven't really dealt with the shit that breaks you down,
you're going to pass it on.
You got a superficial family. And a superficial family deals with shit through the law. Ain't going to be no, we family, we love each other, let's sit down and work this shit out because we're a unit. It's, no, let's go get the man to answer the questions.
Go get the police.
Let's go.
or lawyers. That's why I never did that.
Let's go get the lawyers to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, life pays in exact ways. What you give is what you get. And you just have to want more sometime because everything this brother just said, it has happened to me on a certain level. And the only thing you can do after you done made mistakes is to just get up, dust yourself off, and just try to do better.
You have children?
That's all, yeah, I got a son. He's 27 years old, man. He's a good kid because he fought off the temptation of taking it personally. So when I told him I love him, he was like, "Yeah, Daddy, where were you?" I'm like, "Man, I wasn't here, but I love you, son." And he ain't never been bitter about that, you know.
You didn't ever tell him about your relationship with his mother?
It was unnecessary because I'd already seen him, you know, be in a situation where he made me know I didn't have to try to do that because. You talk about hurt. Anytime people get hurt, you said it earlier, when people get disappointed, they turn into somebody else. And they have to deal with that too, man. Because, you know, if I have a bad relationship, I'm looking for the next one to be better. And some people get stuck on the fact that, you know what, I'm disappointed. I'm going to give up on having a life. I'm just going to devote my time to being mad. And that's how people's life goes. You see them on the street every day. They look at you like they mad in a motherfucker.
I never talked about my daughter's mother to my daughter until my daughter was 18 years old, because then the shit hit the fan. And I felt it was time for her to know why I don't communicate with her mother. Because one day she said, I know you don't like my mama. And I felt like I had to let her know. It's not like that.
Right.
Well, not like that exactly, because I don't like your mama. But it's not because I just declared it. I didn't just declare I don't like your mama. I went through a lot with your mama.
It was unnecessary.
And the truth is, all I ever wanted from your mama was them legs in there. I ain't never really wanted nothing else from her. The relationship we was in was
wow,
because she used to let me come over her house after we was in college. And she used to let me lay up over there, and it was cool to lay up over there and get my dick sucked and watch TV and fuck in her mama bed and dry it off before her mama get home. And then I get on the train and I go home.
Happy man.
That's what we used to do. That's what we used to do. Me and your mama wasn't never
the
married.
Sexual
or nothing.
amusement part.
Right.
What's going on?
One day I came over your mama house unannounced, and she was sitting on the porch with a nigga. And I never forgot that. It reminded me that I wasn't the nigga I thought I was.
Now, did you already have the baby?
No, she hadn't had the baby yet.
God damn.
And I still had a baby with her. But one day I popped over there, and the reason I know it was bullshit because when I popped over there, her friend saw me first, and her friend was like, oh. And then I just walked up on it, and, you know, it was a little nigga. I wasn't mad at him, or I wasn't mad at her. They just played it off and shit. I played it off with him because I had traveled too far not to get my dick stuck.
So he left.
Right. That's my relationship with her mama. It like it should have been, which basically is a relationship that has repercussions for bullshit. Because when you with somebody and the shit is real, y'all have sat down, y'all have discussed what it is, and you not only, after you discuss what it is, you do what you said you was going to do. We never had that. Your mama was one of my bitches. That's the truth. If you not as, you know what I'm saying, what could I say? And it didn't work out because she used to do things that I felt was mean. One day when she caught me with a bitch, she went off. I was like, when I caught you with that dude, I didn't go off. I didn't do that shit like that. That's what I was young enough. I was young, but I still realized that. I was like, this bitch is acting crazy when she called me with somebody. This bitch, I'm fucking got a car and buy me Jabot outfits.
Jabot?
Yeah, I used to wear Jabots. That's some Chicago shit.
No, they weren't.
This bitch, do you know what it is? This bitch bought me 2 Jabot outfits, the jeans and the shirt. I was like, you done lost your mind. This bitch take care of me. This bitch let me drive her car on the baby boy side of the game.
Oh, man.
I used to drive her car while she do hair.
Cause you from Robert Taylor Home, man. You
right.
need some help, man.
And you called me. Okay, you called me, bitch.
You want an omelet,
I
Jody?
didn't stay with that bitch. I told her, I was like, I'm going to be with you. I want to be with you. But she went off. And I thought it wasn't fair. Because I ain't treat her like that when I caught her on the back porch.
With that nigga.
Sitting there with that nigga.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this.
The little nigga who mom and daddy had a house.
Oh, God.
I was like, you fuck with suburban little niggas like, you a lousy bitch. This motherfucker hair combed and it's the summertime.
Oh, God.
She gave up on you. She didn't think you were going to be able to pay no bills and shit.
I don't know what the bitch
Cory,
thought, but
I'm just going to say this, man. I think people need to know this truth, man. Just because you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean that relationship is going to save you from yourself. What that relationship is ultimately going to do is expose you to the shit you've ignored about yourself, the shit you refuse to acknowledge about yourself. All you got to do is look at yourself in an argument with the person you claim to love. It could be a family member. It could be an intimate relationship. And if you find yourself avoiding the conversation, just observe that. When you avoid the conversation, you're actually creating more conflict. Mm-hmm. So if you say 9 times out of 10 or 7 out of 10, I avoid. So now you got to say my communication style is avoidant. And if it's avoidant, that means I'm not dealing with the issue that I should be dealing with. And then you take ownership for that. Or if your communication style is combative. She comes to you with an issue. He's like, hey, wait a minute. That shit ain't what it is. And you're combative. Recognize that you're 60, 70% combative. And you can keep observing yourself. And as you check yourself, that's the only way you're going to change your relationship is if you check yourself. A relationship is not a haven from yourself, from your weaknesses.
I would ask people to do this homework assignment. For the next 5 disagreements or arguments or whatever you want to call it, when you have something to say to somebody about something they did, the next 5 times, I want you to be calm when you do it. Don't come to nobody fast. Just sit down and you tell them what you have an issue with. Breathe while you're doing it. Don't say it like, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Just relax and say what you have to do. And I want you to write down the responses of the next 5 people you say that to. And I want you to tell me how many of them were, their response to you was something about you instead of dealing directly with what you said.
Great point.
Because when you are around somebody whose response to an issue you have is to talk about you, I'm telling you now, if you can get away from that person, I'm talking about if you're in a relationship with them, you better do it now because you will be 30 years down the line never getting answers to the stuff that you're asking. And you know what I'm saying? It's that person will always think to say as a response to what you have an issue with, something they have an issue with you about.
Right.
You know,
it'll never answer the question.
I want to make this point real quickly, and that is, everybody listening to this, men, and I do mean men, they actually care. They care about people, and they care about their children. And some men find ways. If
Not Al Sharpton.
I didn't call him a man.
Okay.
I said you was a man, and Zoe been a man, because I done seen y'all deal with y'all kids in a certain kind of way. And that's the only way men will do it. They didn't do it for no publicity. They just said, that's my kid. And you just said, your daughter, you got her back. And I seen you with your boy. So all I'm saying is men do care. They do care.
So you saying that men have a reputation for not caring. That's why you said.
No, they gave everybody, they brushed all of us with the same paint. And they never talk to us. They don't know what we think. They think they know what we think. But men that I know, they done told me about their children. And they done told me about their mamas. And they still have a relationship with their children. And their children do better than folks that they ain't got no dad.
Right. Well, and sometimes, even if a dad is not available physically, if a dad is on the phone with his kid every day, like they're separated by distance, if he's on the phone, well, you know what's more important than, not necessarily more important, but as important as presence is philosophy. If you are a dad and you give your sons and daughters a philosophy, that's very important. Some women will marginalize the fact that the dad isn't there and say, oh, you just talking. But let me tell you something right now. Most kids who's been able to have a conversation with their father on a regular about life, right? About how to interface in life, how to, hey man, you got a job interview? This is what you do. Hey man, you talking to a coach? This is how you speak to the coach. Hey man, you talking to the teacher? This, when you are able to give your child a philosophy, that lives with them forever. There's dads in homes that are emotionally disconnected, but financially proficient. Sociologists call that the silent provider. You got shoes, you got jackets, you got backpacks, you got whatever, but I can't connect with you. You don't know me. You don't understand me. So what happens is mothers will aggrandize the father's presence and marginalize his ideological input, when in actual fact that ideological input is going to go a long, long way. Not saying one is better than the other, but saying they're equally important.
Right.
You shouldn't marginalize either or.
If you don't give your child a philosophy, Zoe, who's going to give it to him?
The streets.
Oh, you know that it's
No.
going to be the streets. This is why I tell
Now
women
it's
to
gonna be the
watch out
internet.
for the institutions. See, we're social robots. You think just because you didn't go to jail that you're not institutionalized? Motherfucker, if you've been in school 17 years, you're institutionalized. And if you're not the author of the curriculum your ass studied, you're institutionalized.
Well-
If you're in pursuit of a social benchmark, well, I'm 27, I need to be married, then you're institutionalized.
Our daughters are studying Facebook and the hip hop bitches.
The
This
hip-hop
is-
bitches.
this-
No,
this-
don't put them
when
in
I
hip-hop.
go to
Don't
the
put
house,
hip-hop in it.
when I go to the house,
Talking about shows.
what's the name of the hip hop bitches? What is the real name of them?
The name of the
Love and
hip-hop
hip-hop.
bitches.
Love and hip hop.
Yeah, but just don't put them in that hip hop category. Huh?
When I see that shit on my television, I am demoralized
It is so
because I'm
embarrassing.
like, who is watching this bullshit?
Majority of
Which is the youngster.
Yep.
And I will sit down and talk to her. This is my wife's daughter. I have a daughter in Chicago, and the daughter who lives with me is, this is my wife's daughter. But I call her my daughter because, shit, I done held it down. But I always tell her or ask her, what do you think about the ladies on that show?
Oh, you called them ladies.
Well, I'm talking to her. She know how I am.
All right.
She know I'm being phony when I say ladies. and I always try to debrief her when I see any of those shows. Like, it'll still be on that channel, the Kardashians and all that.
Yeah.
And I always try to let her know, listen, this is the bottom. This is not what you want to be.
Right.
If you want to be entertained by that, because I'm not finna watch you and Hulk what you watching on TV. I think it's good you see this bullshit.
Right.
But I'm here to
But
let
what do
you
think
know.
about it?
Bullshit.
I
It's some
break
bullshit.
down what those women are and how they act.
Right.
And long as somebody has told her, that's
The best you can do.
yeah, because she's gonna mold herself into what she's going to be anyway.
Right.
So when your daughter or the kids are on Facebook all the time, because I know what's on the internet. I play on Twitter all the time. I see some of the most shocking pictures in the world. It's funny to me because I'm older and I'm wiser.
Right.
But when the kids that's their philosophy. That's why I'm bringing this up. What Zoe said. That's their philosophy. That's how they get down. They think that you're supposed to go get married and take a man to court, or have a baby and take a man to court
And that's your
and
strategy.
argue with the women who you smile with and all this wicked shit on Maury Povich and all this shit to go on. If nobody's debriefing those kids,
Wow.
those kids are going to grow up fucked up, especially if they brought up in a home with a mom who ain't got no man around, who declares herself as the wisdom mat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And she obviously needs to let the kids know that her wisdom wasn't that wise at one time. You know what I mean? I respect the mothers that'll let a girl know, look, bitch. They talk to that's how they talk. I fucked up. You don't need to be like me, have no baby by no motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you. Because I know that motherfucker don't give a fuck about you because he don't give a fuck about me. That's real shit you could tell your kids. Because if the man don't give a fuck about you,
Move on.
he gonna be phony and act like he give a fuck about the baby.
Move on. Yeah.
More morality, a sense of feeling guilty is why some guys come see babies. But most of the time, they don't give a fuck about the baby if they don't give a fuck about the woman. Do you disagree with that, Bobby?
Yeah, because sometimes, man, that's your kid. And it happens, man. When you see your child, man, unless you just completely fucked up, it do something to you, man.
Right.
It
Right.
do something to you, man.
Right.
It do.
No,
man.
Bobby's right.
It do.
It's
And
like your science project is broke.
man, but you want to hug him because that's your
Oh
child,
my
man.
God.
You want to hug him because it's your
That's your
child,
child.
but when you see your child and
wanna
he
hug
say,
him, man.
you be
You
like,
know
hey,
they
how you
motherfucker-
doing?
No, you know that nigga need a hug. Come here, boy. Come here. Come
Right,
on.
but for me,
spread out, old man.
For me, when I see
what
my
happens if
children,
they start talking back to you?
I
Well,
see
I'm
me.
gonna knock the shit out of you.
So you are active in your kids' lives, right?
Yeah, when I see my children, I see me. I
Yeah.
see me. So it's like, fuck.
I can say this about my kids because I'm out here in L.A. and my kids are in Chicago, my biological kids, because I watch motherfuckers real close. When I'm around you, I'm looking at your ass.
Right.
I got some kids that ain't no evil motherfuckers.
Oh.
My kids are some cool, in my opinion, level-headed kids.
Let me ask you a question, Cory.
My son, I see him smile. He play
Do
basketball.
you tell your
He's
kids
smart
you
at
love
school.
them?
Good.
Do you tell your kids you love them?
Of course.
That makes all the difference in the world. You said like it happened every day. Most of these kids ain't had nobody tell
A
them
lot
they
of
love
men
them,
say
man.
they love their kids, and it's like things they do around the kids. I'm not talking about just being away, because sometimes the situation is fucked up when people are away. But when you're around the kids, you don't really show them love. I see that happen a lot. I know guys who pick their kids up and go drop their
And they
kids
think
off
that's enough,
with
right.
the next girl.
Oh no.
It's not what you say,
But I
it's
ain't-
what
Right,
you
right,
do.
right,
And no, it goes through the phone, man. When you tell somebody you really love them, it should make them feel better.
I think if you say you love a child over the phone a lot, it becomes redundant, and they just pass that shit in one ear and out the other. It's what you do.
It's both.
Zoe,
That's
let me
what
ask
you
you something. Right, because this might be debatable. You are in your kids' lives where they see you, right? See, it's what you doing. What you doing. But when you are away from your child, the challenge is amazing.
It is amazing.
It's like, how do you deal with that? Like now, for my son, who is getting up there, he's probably going to go to high school next year.
How old is he?
13.
Mine is 13 too.
I have to start sending for him.
Right.
I didn't never want to be sending a kid on a plane because let me tell you
they
something,
actually
man.
like it though, because
It's fun in the beginning.
Mine was a bi-coastal kid for 13 years now.
They gonna send for this nigga.
I'm gonna send for him. I
you
gotta.
should. There's
When I do
more-
wilding out this time,
The
I'm gonna
most
bring him
time
on
that he can
stage.
spend with you, he gonna love that.
But see,
I
Corey's
got
doing the
a
right
skit
thing.
where we gonna talk about bitches together.
Corey, wow, Corey's doing the
cool,
right
man.
thing.
That's pretty
My
cool.
youngest. See, I have two olders. My oldest is 18. My daughter, she's 15. My youngest is 13. I don't see my youngest nearly as much as I see the other two.
Disconnect from the mother?
Oh, it's absolute disconnect. Absolute. But when I went to go do the Steve Harvey camp, to go talk to those inner city kids, I said, you got to let me take my son. She was like, okay, you can take her. She had attitude, but she let me take her.
He's older now. He's 13.
He's 13.
She done calmed down off that bullshit. It probably
No,
used to be
she's
worse.
still on that bullshit.
She's still on that
Still
bullshit.
on that bullshit. But every time I'm doing something, y'all remember that kid I brought on the show a little while ago, billionaire PA, who sells the T-shirts and all that? He was doing some lecture at a high school. We were going up to the high school, and I noticed, oh shit, we in their neighborhood. I got on the phone. She wouldn't answer. She wouldn't answer the phone. So I called her mama's house. Said, hey, could somebody call her and tell her I'm in the neighborhood because I want to grab my son because I'm about to do this lecture to these kids and he needs to be there with me. Called the house again. Then she answered the phone. See, little bullshit like that, right?
It makes you not put
No, it
the
don't make
effort.
me not. No. I put the effort in.
So
but
you don't
How
think
is that legally being blocked though? See, I don't. When you saying you putting the effort in, how does that even happen? Like, you guys live in the same town and you're not able to see your child.
But the point that I'm trying to make is, when you have a child who feels or is on the outskirt, right, of a family, right, because that's how children define it, right. Y'all over there.
Oh yeah, those blended
I'm
families,
over
they don't
here.
work. Yeah.
Right? And over there seem pretty goddamn cool. How can I get over there to be a part of what's happening over there? So what you have to do is blended family.
Ugh,
the mother and the father of the child that feels or perceives he's on the outskirt have to work together. I'm never going to drop him off to you. I'm never going to bring him to you because I feel like I would be helping you.
Damn.
That's what she
you
told
in
me.
A messed up situation.
And I said,
boy.
well, hold on. You ain't never helping me.
You're
always
you're
helping him.
No, she's ruining him.
No. I'm helping you.
Oh,
And that's who you had a kid with.
And that's
See?
who I had the kid with.
And she's ruining him.
And when you have a child with a woman like that, I'm telling you,
That's my
I'm
youngest.
I'm not good as Zoe. It would make me be like, fuck that shit.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
You would do a Luda situation.
I'm not saying
look,
fuck
seriously.
that shit for life, but
Right.
I'm saying when I'm able to talk to that child as he get older, that child will get a chance to see who I am. And a lot of the bullshit.
He's already seen it.
They already know. They I know.
After they get a certain age, they start to realize, oh,
it was you.
Mama,
wait
you
a
a
second.
lousy bitch.
Yeah.
You made this person out to be the worst
Yep.
Exactly.
thing
Yep.
walking.
Exactly.
And really, it's you.
I tell
Exactly.
people that all the time. You don't ever have to say anything. Don't
Because
ever
that
say
was the
anything.
one. That was the one who said to me, "Oh, your words don't mean nothing." And I said, "Well, wait a minute. I affect people all over the world, and more importantly, I affected his big brother. His big brother going to Auburn. He wants to be like his big brother. He's affected by my words too." The only one that ain't positively affected by my words is your resentful, broke ass.
Selfish ass.
That's
right.
you. Everybody else is affected. When people recruited my oldest son, they were like, man, that dude.
But Zoe, let me tell
He's
you
mature
something.
beyond his years. He's wow, you know.
Let me tell you something. Let me
gotta
give you some
let
advice.
That happen, you know.
Let me give you some advice. Around about when my daughter was in 6th grade, I declared that I would never speak to her mother again.
Wow.
Because of shit like what you said you going through, I was going through the same shit. But one day, I just said, I will never talk to this bitch again. I cut it off. You cannot communicate with her because every time you communicate with her, Zoe, you empower her.
Oh, for sure.
And if you see how she is,
Yeah.
you can't keep giving her power because when you don't talk to him, I guarantee you, that bitch gonna realize, oh, he not talking to me no more. And then she gonna try to act right. But you can't give her that chance no more. Your son is who he gonna be. And the influence you will have around him when you are able to see him, it will be enough. But don't ever call a bitch and ask her some shit that you know shouldn't be hard. If she makes it hard, you have to leave that bitch alone.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, bitch.
I don't know. I can't lead the whole situation.
I backed up off the shit because I saw my daughter. I knew my daughter was going to be more than that.
Right.
I felt like my daughter had she had more of me in her than her mother. You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Wow.
And I had to bank on that.
Wow.
It was my faith.
Wow.
I had faith that she wouldn't grow up like her mother. And her mother is still a bitch who go around fucking with motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about her and bring them around her daughters.
Wow.
You know, the way you said that
Definition of a lousy bitch.
what my uncle and them used to tell me. He said,
Is that your new book?
you'll
That's
chip,
his new.
you'll chip off the old block and the splinters got to fly, you know, because you wasn't physically there, but you knew that that's part of you.
Well, you when you look at them
Yeah.
and you watch your kids and you watch how they get down,
You see you.
you be like,
yeah,
man,
that's
is this
me.
a little sour motherfucker? Or is this motherfucker? I mean, I'm saying. Look,
Is
man,
this a little sour motherfucker?
I done said the shit and I've been called evil, calling little motherfuckers in my family. Oh, that's gonna be a little gay motherfucker right there. And motherfucker tell me I ain't shit. And then as the years go on and the stretch pants and Jordans come out,
Oh no.
I'm like, y'all told me I wasn't shit.
How
I
did
knew
you
something was
know?
wrong. I
Oh,
know.
I've seen some.
What
I
are the
know.
what are the telltale signs of a gay child when he's a baby?
Well, there's certain mannerisms that they carry off.
It is, yeah.
What
I've-
you
I've
like-
seen 'em
What
in
is a
life.
gay baby mannerism? What
Not
is that?
baby, not baby, but like toddler when they're already like walking.
When
and
they're
kinda
like
talking and,
4,
So
when they're
what's-
like 5,
What's the
Yeah.
mannerism?
when it's the way they, in my opinion, this is all my opinion.
Right.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
they move their mouth and their hands
And their
a
necks
certain
and
way
everything, yeah.
where I'll be like, that. I don't know how to say it no other way, but niggas don't do that.
That motherfucker has a gay hand motion.
I had a little
You
cousin.
can really see it in sports.
Man, I remember I was filming this
Really?
movie that I'm ashamed of called The Watermelon Heist.
You ain't ashamed of that shit. You
I mean,
love
I
that
had just
movie.
moved out here. John Amos, the father of Good Times,
Nigga.
walk up to me. I want to put you in this movie. I was like, hi.
Yeah.
And then when they said The Watermelon Heist, I was like, wait. This nigga for real? But they were saying it's supposed to be that. That's what sold me. They was like, it's supposed to be that bad.
Right.
I was like, okay. But fuck it. I wanted to do the shit. I didn't know.
Right.
Okay. But look, it was this girl on the set. And she used to be real irritating. She was one of the actresses in the movie. Lobster Under the Sea looking bitch. That's what I told her. She looked just like the lobster under the sea. If you buy the DVD box, you'll know who I'm talking about. But look, she brought her son. And I swear, he was about in 6th grade. And I saw it. And one day she was on set, and it was immature of me to do this, but I said it. I was waiting on her to say something else because I had saw it. She said something slick. I was like, I know you ain't talking shit with that little moist-ass boy you got up here.
Oh, man.
Everybody reaction was just like this.
This nigga attacks gay kids.
Listen,
Oh, Jesus.
listen. The grocery store down the street from my house, the little boy bagging groceries. This what, 9 years later? Gay as a Happy Meal. I wasn't being evil necessarily. I was honest.
yeah.
I could see the little boy was looking real quiet with the wet mouth. His mouth was real wet. And he was just like, and his lips was poking out. I was like, that ain't how little boys do. That little boys don't do that.
He said the boy's mouth was real
It was
wet.
real wet and his lips was poking out. Look, man, I done been on sets.
What the fuck is going on?
I done been on sets
You know
of
what?
TV shows I've done. And I see people bring their kids up there.
Oh my God.
And I be like, mm-hmm. And I can't never say nothing. Am I a prophet? I will bet my life on the shit.
Anybody can see. I have.
Gay
I see
baby
it.
whisperer.
Happen.
Right.
It's really prominent when you see them playing sports. And I said, oh, everybody almost kind of just a whole audience of parents. We all go, when we saw them running from
Gay boys love
face
the
to
shit
face, and
in
it's
they
like, you can't
Pampers.
see it.
Because they want
No,
their ass
Cory,
wiped
he-
a lot.
no, he just be going silly with it. But no,
What?
seriously, you
They
can see
do.
it.
Little
You
gay
know what?
boys be like, ew. They be pointing at the ass. I want that ass oiled and Vaseline. They be begging their mama to stick their finger in there. But they ain't had their ass Twizzler penetrated yet.
We didn't hear that. All right.
What?
Anyway.
Look, gay boys, ass Twizzler.
Anyway,
All right, fuck it. We ain't got to go into that shit.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I ain't mad at
Gay
them.
babies.
Look, if you a gay baby, that don't
Love
mean...
to have their
That don't mean...
ass swiped.
They like
A
getting
lot.
their booty clean. They like when they get rashes so they can get their ass rubbed. What?
Oh.
This is a fact. Yeah, okay, fuck it.
Anyway.
All right.
What happens if Glad calls you this time?
Why would Glad? What's wrong with? Are you saying something wrong with a gay baby?
I haven't said anything is wrong.
Well,
with
I
it.
haven't either. Gay babies are gay babies. They not out here to hurt nobody. They just want to get their ass Twizzler tickled and eventually open up to capacity.
You want to get the Twizzlers dilated.
Right.
Anyway,
Bobby,
we are
you
back.
want a chance to retract on that statement when you said you never clean your ass Twizzler?
No, what I want to do is remember that we was talking about families.
You sitting there with a shitty ass Twizzler with them beige pants on, Bobby.
We sitting here talking about families, man. And
We talk about family, but it's part of a family to have a clean ass Twizzler when you sit on the couch. Because if it ain't leather, it's gonna start stinking.
Okay, yeah.
That's wrong.
Yep.
Okay, well,
All
fuck
right.
it. I'm sorry. I was trying to be honest. Anyway, so listen.
Twizzler rant.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Stop.
all right, man, you don't put enough goddamn gas on this shit, man.
I didn't put no gas on it.
So look, we gonna wrap the shit up because you know the Ustream fucking up and my people is somewhere mad than a motherfucker. We need our motherfucking people on the goddamn chat room and shit like that. They wait all week to be able to talk their shit, and I wait all week to read their shit.
Oh, it'll be on YouTube.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So we gonna wrap it up. You know how we do. We let everybody plug their shit. We got the upcoming Darlene Ortiz book, Spill the Beans chapter on that sucker shit.
Yeah, it's coming out. I pushed it back. I finally got me a manager, and he pumped my brakes because I was so anxious to get it out on a particular date because it really would have worked good. But
fuck that nigga.
No, it wasn't ready. It's right. He was true. He pointed a lot of stuff out, and it was like, don't rush. You worked hard on it all this time. Why rush like that? So
how much money he get off the shit?
None of your business, Cory.
Fuck that nigga.
But no, he was right. He was right. I don't want it. There was so much more stuff that I'm adding and stuff to it anyway. And I'm editing.
So he came on later. He ain't supposed to get no paper off that shit.
Cory.
All right, fuck it. I'm just putting you up on game.
But that was a very good suggestion, and I'm following it. So anyway, I pushed it back, and I'm just taking my time and everything with the writing, which is...
You pushing it back, not like Bobby did his book. How many years did it take for your book?
5 years, man.
What?
No, it took 5 years.
Really?
It took 5 years, but Bobby got that motherfucker out. And real men don't play.
And he been pushing it.
Jim Brown is my dear friend.
Read about it.
So you don't have a release date anymore?
No, we were anticipating
5150 Nation was going to support that motherfucker.
I'm about to keep you informed. Don't worry. It was going to be Valentine's weekend, but now we're going to...
I definitely want to read the book. I want to hear all the shit.
Well, I kept telling you that I was going to send you some excerpts from it so you could check it out.
That's what's up. So what's cracking?
I want to support this young brother on the East Coast. We talked about family today, and I think it's important that strong black men be in the lives of a lot of these young African American males. We'd be surprised, man, the emails that we getting and the Twitters and the Instagram and all of these people saying, man, I've been in college and I learned more from y'all than I learned 4 years of college, and I appreciate a lot of young cats is looking up to us. But I found a young cat, he's a basketball trainer on the East Coast, but he don't just train with basketball skills, he mentors, right? He gives them examples, as Bobby would say, examples of possibilities, right? Right. He models of possibilities, you know.
You ever met the nigga?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I talked to the dude the other day. He got a website called Wise Development Skills Training.
Oh, that's dope.
He's a dope cat, man, and if you're on the East Coast, you guys should support him and check him out.
Oh,
His name is Jamar Wise, smart guy.
Jamar Wise, way
That's
to go.
what I want to promote.
Bobby, what you got going on?
Yeah, I'm going to Nashville, Tennessee on Saturday. A guy that I grew up with in that village in Murfreesboro did real good, and we got a chance to meet with these folks on Tuesday about helping cats who done went to war and made it back here and sleeping in their car and all that kind of shit, you know, because we and him work together. So I'm going to be in Tennessee for a week, and I just want to say I'm at Glanton Smith on Twitter. Real Men Don't Play. That's my website. And I'll make more money if you buy my book on the corner than you do if you get it from Amazon. Because they done taught me I need to get out of that goddamn lane. But anyway,
they need to make a book for the people who ain't got nowhere to sleep, who went to Vietnam and all that shit. I killed the innocent for nothing. That's what they should make a book called.
You know, and one of my chapters speak to how I feel about that, because I lost a brother that was my hero, man. He was 19 years old, man, and he was dead before he had a chance to live. But what I'm really looking forward to in 2 weeks is taking this nigga ass out there on the court and getting this shit done. All right, so
Bobby, you talking too much about it, man.
I want to say this about this basketball
Bobby.
game. Yeah. I don't know how I let myself get talked into playing Bobby by himself. I wanted to play Zoe and Bobby at the same time.
That's not fair. So just stop.
I mean, like, it's
You're
really
in the gym. He's in training now, y'all. I want y'all to
He
know
is
that.
training now.
I'm not necessarily.
Motherfucker had an 8-pound bag of grapes when we walked in this bitch.
That's true. That's true.
And ate every one of them motherfuckers. Didn't share, didn't do nothing.
Yeah. I want to say to the people of Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm coming to the Comedy Zone this week, Thursday through Sunday. I know it's going to sell out, so get your tickets. I want to say to all of the easy bitches in Charlotte, listen, I want you to try to be prideful with your vagina this week, and don't fuck me and my constituents. Is that a word?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't give in to the bullshit. Be strong. Eat your collard greens and say fuck me. All right. Don't give in. Be strong, sisters of Charlotte.
So sweet of you, Cory.
Hey, what about this movie, Cory? You want people to go see that movie, man?
Obviously,
this
The Wedding
weekend.
Ringer is coming out, and
Yeah.
I'm in The Wedding Ringer. Thank you, brother Will Packer, and all the other people that had something to do with that. As far as that go, that's all I got to say.
Well, I got a question. Are you in it more than 5 minutes?
Yeah, I'm in the movie all the way through.
Well, then everybody go see it, man, because I can't get
Yeah.
enough of this nigga on television.
There
So,
you go.
shit, that's why I'm going.
So that's what's up. So
Oh,
I want to
modest
thank y'all.
ass
This
nigga
is our
over here.
this is our first 50. This is what I promote. My shit. Shit
Yeah.
I make money off of.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody who sat through this bullshit and where the Ustream went out. I heard the Ustream went out. I don't like shit like that. So we got to get to the bottom of that. 5150 Nation will rise. I'm coming out with a jogging suit that I want y'all to support. It's 5150 Nation jogging suits.
Oh, shit.
If you at any show that I'm doing and you show up with a 5150 Nation jogging
Aw,
suit,
shit.
I'm putting you in on my guest list.
Yeah, I heard
Wow.
that.
'Cause I'm putting a lot of money into these suits,
You need
and
girl
I'm going to
baby
put them
tees.
online.
Do you
When they
know
gonna be
niggas
out,
is
man?
going to show
They probably
up
gonna be
in force in no sweatshirt? You ain't going to make no money.
What do you-
Everybody going to buy a sweatsuit.
Well, I hope they buy a sweatsuit, because if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. If I see you in the
love it.
street and you got on one of my T-shirts and you at my show, people know I pull people in.
There it is.
When I see
That's
people,
how you
I be
gotta do it.
like, you already got your ticket? Well, come with me. I
Yeah.
walk people in the back, get them drunk. That's what when you fuck with me, I fuck with you. That's how I do.
No, that's a good
I'll
look.
bear witness to that.
So that's
All
what's
right.
up. All right, 5150 Nation, thank y'all. We'll have this Ustream bullshit together, or it won't be no more Ustream. Fuck Ustream. Unless you get it right. Your mom.